Hi, this is Dr. Grace Chen. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and MGR approved consultant. In the past 2 years, I have facilitated 85 EMDR basic training consultation groups and over 50 EMDR certification groups. So I conducted a qualitative research using my basic training consultation notes and identified the 10 most frequently asked questions from my consultees. This series of short videos are designed for the beginning EMDR learners who start out to incorporate EMDR into their clinical practice. The sixth most commonly asked question is that I cannot get the SUDs to decrease. And at times it just stuck there or it even increase. Help. During the basic training practicum, everyone's SUD seems to drop in a session. That's because as a clinician, we are much more prepared than our clients, especially when we come to the training knowing we are going to do some practice. As a facilitator, I also remind my trainees to pick a topic that's not the most traumatic issues. So it needs to be a real issue to help our practice partner to have a real experience, but to protect yourself, don't try to pick the most traumatic issues. However, in the real life, most of the time, the thoughts just go up and down and often take a few sessions to reprocess because our clients do give us their most real issues and a lot of times the most real traumatic issues. So try to think about the cleaning the pipe analogy I mentioned in the other video. The yak stuck in the pipes doesn't always go down when you clean it. As a matter of fact, the yak stuck in the pipe might come up or stuck before it can completely go down and becoming a clean pipe. So most of the clinicians are so scared and they will say, what did I do wrong? The SAR doesn't go down and it's stuck. The truth is that SARs does go up and down or even stuck. And that is a very normal situation. It's not about what you did wrong. As a matter of fact, it is about what does the client's nervous system or network is trying to tell you. That's the most important information for us to remember. For example, the client might they might be generalize their experiences to the future or unknown anxiety. For example, I will never feel safe unless da 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 da. We want to remind the client when we evaluate the thoughts, we are evaluating the disturbing experiences or disturbing distress based on holding that target memory in mind, not globalizing situation in the future. Sometimes the client seems to be calm, and then you could see their distress is no longer there, and they seem their thoughts seems to be their body sensation, their presentation is telling us that there shouldn't be any distress. But at the same time, client continue to report the SARS being low but still there. During this time, I might ask the client, hey, when you go back to a target memory, kind of scan through the entire memory and consider, just tell me which part of the memory still bring up the distress, and then we can focus on that and pick up the bilateral stimulation again. Sometimes when I watch like my consultees videos and the client's tapping just was not fast enough and therefore was not able to tap into the working memory to decrease the SATs. So at times the SATs get stuck or not dropping or even increasing, what we need to very first try is just to adjust our bilateral stimulation. You can increase the speed, you can change the modality, such as you can go from tapping to the hand bilateral the eye movement bilateral stimulation. That's one way to change and see if it will be different. The most important information that I want all the clinicians who's struggling and worry about SAR doesn't drop is that tap on your shoulder and then kudos to you. Your client are honestly reporting their subjective unit of disturbance. That shows that they trust you, they trust the relationship to tell you how they truly feel instead of telling you a fake number to please you. And so kudos to you that you've done a really great job in the phase 1 and 2. So don't worry too much about the SUDs doesn't drop all the time. Just know that you have done a really good job, and consultation might be helpful to help you to figure out how to get the client's SUDs goes down to 0.